The man who talked himself into existence. The man who talked himself into existence. He woke at 5:45 a.m. and began speaking himself into being.
From the second you get up, it's fucking go time.
The gym was first, then the bike, then the walk with Paco, then meditation. 3 hours of ritual before work began, but Andrea understood the work had already started. The self-talk was relentless. On the streets of Tribeca, headphones in, he narrated his existence to the device in his pocket.
Isaacson followed Musk for 2 years to write his biographies. I'm putting that power in everyone's pocket. A life journal that writes itself. Ambient intelligence that listens to what you say and hear to help you bridge the gap between who you are and who you want to be.
This was the pitch crystallized. The biographer metaphor had finally landed, but the real discovery came from a book he'd picked up months ago and only now opened to the right chapter. What to Say When You Talk to Yourself revealed that people bought cassette tapes in the 1980s to reprogram their minds through repetition. The market already existed.
Happened to pick up a book you had bought months ago, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, and just now get to the chapter on listening to your own self-talk and the world-bending transformational power that it holds. Right as you need an ICP and also a product direction, if you will.
The universe, he noted, was conspiring. This reframed everything. The app wasn't just a journaling tool, it was an actualization engine.
They informed the product, where now we are realizing that the core loop may not be to review the funniest quotes of the day, but self-talk.
Self-talkers became the beachhead, quantified men, people already convinced of the power of speaking reality into existence.
And so, by repeating these thoughts aloud to myself, by speaking over and over and over and over and over, we become what was said.
By mid-morning, he was stress-testing the system with his own voice. He built a nugget-powered story generator that cut costs by 60% while improving quality.
So I improved the product and I decreased costs by
Then he wired the podcast feature, turning daily transcripts into narrative audio that spliced in his actual voice. The technical wins mounted, but so did the philosophical ones.
You are in my pocket, and you are listening to me, and I know that I hold the power to bend the universe, leave a dent in the universe so extraordinary, so extreme, that we impact and improve the lives of every single person on this planet. Because the people at the top start living better lives. We can call this, wait for it, trickle down.
The grandiosity wasn't performance. It was practice. At Versi, he demoed for anyone who would watch. Joshua mentioned wishing he had the app during a technical meeting that flew over his head.
I was having this very technical conversation with the HDR team.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was flying over my head. And I wish I had granola for this, in real life. You know?
Andrea saw the fundraise demo materialize in real time. He started recruiting.
All code needs to meet the Yev bar.
The pun was intentional, the ambition was not. The day had its friction. The sauna was broken. A potential investor hadn't responded to emails. And then there was Alex, the Texas woman who'd run a regression analysis on ideal partner traits, scored him perfect, introduced him to her mother, and then declared they should just be friends.
She's always busy. Get there, she's immediately I think we should just be friends.
The timeline didn't make sense, she said. She was moving away. Andrea processed it like data.
Fucking app keeps writing the story. It's the heartbreak that I'm fuck, dude, I make this the heartbreak chapter for my own app.
His own creation was writing his heartbreak into the narrative. He couldn't decide if this was irony or evidence that the system worked. By evening, the new testers were onboarded. Thatcher, Asher, Max Levine. Max demanded a privacy contract before surrendering his data.
Create a contract for an app that is for recording your everyday life, and it creates a daily diary and a journal for you, and it will replay your voice and your highlights throughout the day.
Andrea found this hilarious. The paranoia was a feature, not a bug. Walking home, he reflected on what he'd built, not just code, a proof of concept for a philosophy.
It's like, is this me proving that this works as a philosophy for life? You can kind of like narrate it to yourself and then like capture it and get this like really cool introspective lens into like who you are in your life, and then also realize the power you have over your own destiny.
His roommate Ben said what Andrea had been thinking all day.
If anyone's going to be the first fucking full solo billionaire, it's going to be you.
The night ended where it began, with intention spoken aloud.
A life journal to bridge the gap, between who you are and who you want to become.
He had 3 new testers, a podcast feature that played his own voice back to him, a 60% cost reduction, and a question that wouldn't resolve itself.
Am I just not an insane engineer? Am I like, what am I missing? Why do I need to fundraise? I don't know that I do.
The answer for now was to keep talking.
There it is. The notification fired. The podcast is ready. The daily story. Let's listen to it.